Welcome, Wapping Crew. Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high. Get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, December 4th. Sunday, December 5th, for those of you across the pond and beyond. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. And welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I'm your host, TessaTNT, and I hope you guys had a good weekend so far. Thank you so much for joining us on one of our many outlets. If you're listening live right now, you're listening to us on Spreaker.com under We Are Paradox Media. You can also find us live on KPNL Radio, which you can find at kpnl-db.com. If you'd like to follow us in your free time, check us out on Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Tumblr, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Deezer, Podcast Addict, and Podcast Chaser. So I was super surprised the other day. I went to check on YouTube, and I'm wanting to update it with like thumbnails because it's just like a Spreaker thing, and it doesn't look very interesting at all. But we got almost 200 subscribers. Can you believe it? But make sure you go over to YouTube, follow and like us, and make sure you give that little bell a tickle and press all, so that way anytime you have an episode or even a video we post on there, you will be made aware of it immediately. Also go to Facebook and Twitter and follow us and like us there. We have a daily message going on, and it's generally a pretty good thing. I'll share the one from today. So today it said, the universe is saying to you, your thoughts, visions, and intuitive feelings about your life purpose are spot on. As you pay attention to your thoughts, nurture those that nourish, uplift, and motivate you towards achieving your desired outcomes. So this evening, I have a treat for all my guys and gals out there. Tonight, we will be talking to and getting to know Mr. Psychic Chris Garcia, the one and only. So, Chris Garcia is a shaman, a psychic, a medium, clairvoyant. He also is interested in the paranormal and has had this gift since a very early age, the age of 5. He also enjoys tarot reading, and did I mention ghost hunting? But yeah, he's been having a lot of visions lately, and we're about to talk about that like right now. Welcome, Chris, and thanks so much for joining us this evening. I'm super excited.
I know. Thank you, Tessa. And you know what was funny? I'm going to tell you, I hope we got to cross our fingers, because I did hear you, and you were starting to cut in and out on the what is you were talking. So I did hear most of it. So I hope to not that it doesn't cut you out, because I did hear you, but for some reason you were like, eat, ooh, ooh, eat, ooh. I was like, oh crap. I said, why? I was like, why do we keep doing this with me and Tessa? It's just so random.
And it was kind of throwing me off, because like I could hear myself through, I don't know if you're wearing earbuds or a speaker or what, but I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to try to talk over myself, because it freaks me out to hear myself. Nobody likes their own voice, I don't think.
Yeah, it's insane. And I got a message for you too. That's I don't know if she will come in. I don't know if she was asleep. Beth wanted for me to tell you hi, and that I don't know if she's in chat, but if not, she's probably asleep, because she did hear the other show, but she's not been feeling too well. Aww. So she just wanted for me to tell you hi, in case you didn't see her in chat. And
man, it's unfortunate that she's not feeling well. I'm sorry to talk over here. Yeah, poor Beth. She's feeling better. I just got over some stuff last week. I was in bed all made it for the show on Saturday and was better on Sunday. But I was just... Yes, it's insane, because I mean, stuff. It's just, I mean, it's been strange, because she was doing fine. All of a sudden she got sick, and I was like, oh my God. And then I talked to her after that show, and I said, I'm just checking up on you. And she was, I know you have another show to do. Please rest.
So she was concerned for me, but she goes, I was like, I don't know. So she just told me that if she didn't call in or anything, she should be in the chat. I don't know if you see her in the chat, but I'm just saying, just giving you a heads up that she just wanted to be props.
On your end, because they're saying they're hearing a horrible echo, and I think that's, if I can hear you, they can. Well, if I can hear you, they can hear me through your thing.
Okay, I turn.
Yeah,
okay.
That's better. I can't hear myself anymore. He's like, there's a horrible echo and static. I was like, oh, no. Sweet. Well,
Yeah.
Man, I hope she gets to feeling better. And thank you, Beth. I love you, sister. Thank you for the uplifting words, because I think during this time we all
Yeah, it's insane. And as a matter of fact, Michelle's listening to the show. You know, we've had her in the after party. She said she's listening. Give props to Michelle. She's grown up. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with her too, but I'm not gonna say too much because that's between me and her. She's going through a lot of stuff. I just think like everyone is going through the shift of what I said, back in October. Everybody's kind of responding differently, I guess, to the sensitivity. Even to some of my friends' kids are getting weird. They see them in their head. Sometimes they had visions. So with all this 3D paranormal is what I call it now. It just feels so different. It doesn't feel like it's ever felt like all the other years that we've talked, and I feel like the veil is even thinner, but it's more of a 3D in your face paranormal. And I don't know, it just feels off, and just like everything's just so open that anything and everything can come through. So yeah.
It's been crazy, especially like, I don't know, visions. You have visions. I'm not gonna say mine is a vision. I'm gonna say like it was a very vivid dream, and I still remember it. Like most of my dreams, I don't, but this one I do. I mean, we've all been getting certain things happening in our dreams, and certain messages coming through. And then you could read that there's a fucking blizzard in Hawaii right now. Oh my god, I can say that.
What? I didn't know that. Are you serious? Wow. That's insane. That only tells you that the climate change is going to be an impact, and I actually did talk about that on the other show. I remember talking about Bigfoot, so just be aware that Bigfoot might be seeing more. And then I was actually talking about the Dogman. I've heard that lately. But it's just so weird. Oh, and you know what? I just got a message from somebody else, Tessa. Listen to this. As we're doing the show, they can't hear you.
Yeah, somebody
Hello?
said it's really
Hello?
static. I'm going to try to fix my mic. But, yeah, we have two different callers. Who first? All right, so our first caller is area code 508. Who are we speaking with?
Donna.
Hello, Donna.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, girl. What's up?
What's up?
I've been busy, as you can see, because Donna popped in that other show, too, and it's been just insane. I'm telling you, it's like nonstop.
This is your third show today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I don't even ask me how I do it. I guess it's God's doing. So,
is it possible I can ask two questions just real quick?
Yes.
Or
Yes, ma'am.
Certainly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. The first one is, I'm real sick, so I was listening because I missed the first show on the bunny.
Okay.
So, I overheard you say how you put the clear quartz on your decks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I get new things, am I supposed to cleanse them and put a clear quartz, or because that's what somebody else told me? I just want to get the right verification.
Yes, I would say that you do. Um, to put clear quartz and to protect space, so when you touch them, you'll get clear, very clarity when you get it. And
Okay.
it's really to receive and really, I mean, just really have insight on everything.
So no
Of
cleansing?
course, I would say yes, do some cleansing on it too. I guess, and it's weird because with you, I'm seeing like I don't know why, but they just real good, when you cleanse. But for some reason, for you, I don't see sage with you. I keep seeing sweetgrass and Palo Santo. Um, there must be a reason why I'm picking up some sweetgrass, because the energy with you is very native. Native.
Yeah,
And
I'm
there's a
Native
lot of
American.
things that are going on, kind of like so. All different places. Sweetgrass and Palo Santo. You can do a little bit of sage if you want, but for some reason, I
Okay.
got sweetgrass and Palo Santo for some reason. So that's what I was told to
Can
say.
you send me those? Can you email me those names? Because I ain't going to remember that.
Okay.
Or,
You came out negative. The only thing that I was told to tell you is that you must have the other variant, and you're just getting symptoms. You could be between. I mean, I don't even know that's even possible because I don't know too much about the COVID stuff. But
oh,
I
no,
feel
it
like
wasn't
you
about
do
the
have.
COVID, honey. It wasn't even about the COVID. I was going to ask you, I'm sorry. I was going to ask you
Go ahead.
about my brother. When you read
Okay.
me a while ago, you picked up on him with the cancer, but then there was two girls involved that helped him commit suicide.
Yes.
And then I talked to my sister, which I haven't talked to in years, and we all have a gift, but she has dreams. He came to her in a dream, and he was in a bar, and that was part of his problem.
Wow.
And while he popped into, when she was dreaming, and when he was in the dream, she hurried up and pulled a priest into the dream right away. Soon as he saw that, he looked at her and said, Jesus effing, you know what? A priest, Shelley? Really? And he disappeared.
Yeah, maybe he's not ready yet. Like, he's not ready to go to the other side
Yeah, but
yet.
honey, but what I'm saying is my brother died about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So is he in limbo, Chris? Because of the suicide and how those girls helped him commit suicide? And are we going to be able to help him move on? Because when he saw a priest, he disappeared.
Personally, I feel like that he's in, and it's funny that you say limbo, but I wouldn't say he's in between worlds. And like Tessa said, I don't feel like he is ready. I feel like he's in between worlds. So it's kind of like he doesn't see that he's on the other side. He feels very much alive. That sounds kind of, I mean, that sounds kind of weird.
He's still the way he wants to right now. Yeah. He's not ready to go to the other side
he's still
yet.
partying.
Like, I have free will, free agency. I'm going to sit over here and hang out at the bar or whatever he chooses to do at the time. Once he's ready, he will be. But yeah, he's like, seriously? What the hell?
Yeah, my brother is a very angry drunk. We're only 13 months apart, and when my sister pulled that priest in, he got mad.
That's like
now I had a dream about. I had a dream about him just a couple of days ago. And it's weird because I started having dreams. And Chris, you know, I never had dreams before.
Yes.
But I just started having dreams. So my intuition is opening more and more and more and more. But
oh my God,
I can't remember all of it. I can remember bits and pieces of it. But all I know is he's angry.
And
so I think he's angry at me for talking about it with my sister. You know, what we talked about, he probably heard. You know how they can hear everything.
Yes, yes.
So he's probably angry about it because we were talking about how can we get him and help him to the other side. You know, do we have to go down to Florida? Because I'm in Massachusetts. Where he did this was down the Keys of Florida. Do we have to go to that apartment down there where this was done? Or can we do this somewhere else? But can we do it at all, Chris? Because the way he's acting so angry and took off when he saw a priest.
Okay, well, the first thing I was saying, it was, if you can, I would say try to do it remotely, but you got to ask him, and you'll get a response, trust me, because he seems very angry when I hear, I'm kind of like using you as a link to him, and he's very angry because remember how when I read you, and I don't remember what I said, because usually when I do the readings, it just comes and it just goes. So I don't remember.
Yeah, I saved the recording.
but that's good. Did that. I appreciate that. So along with what I told you, it's kind of like, the best way I see it is kind of like, how can I put it? I feel that you said when he died that they helped him. Personally, I don't know what I said the first time. I don't know.
Yeah, you said there was 2 girls that were involved.
Yes,
in it.
And I feel like they set him up, and it made it seem like he did it. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's weird
maybe they got it for him. Yeah.
Yes. And
because he was dying of cancer.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. Why do I see a couch when I look at this? Why do I see him laying on a couch? It's almost like I see him like with a pillow on the side, and I see like somebody's touching his hand, and they're wearing gloves, let me remind you.
What?
And they're putting his body, yes, Tessa, this is what I'm seeing. They're putting his body to where they make it seem like he did it, so they wouldn't come out dirty. Because I'm being told that if you, I don't know, I know this has been a long time and there's just no way you can do it. But I think at that time, if you did not do this, you should have done this and done a biopsy on his body, because I was told right now that drug is not traceable in the body. I don't know what kind of drug this is.
Well, something came up in that biopsy, Chris, because my mom got the biopsy and she won't tell us what it said.
What?
She will not tell us. No, she won't tell us all these years what this biopsy said.
Wow. Well, then I just hit it right on the money on that then, because even though y'all didn't know, but in my mind, it felt like y'all didn't get to the biopsy. Somebody else did. So you just confirmed that. So whatever she knew, I'm not saying your mother.
She's hiding it from us.
Yeah, yes, because I do feel
Well, out of 5 children, my mother, I'm the smallest one. I'm only 90 pounds soaking wet. And my mother tells everybody, out of all her 5 kids, I'm the scariest.
Wow.
So she said, because there was a point when he was sick, and right before he was sick, there was 2 girls that were robbing him.
See, and that's what I was thinking.
Robbing his...
If they're wearing gloves, the only reason I could see for that is because they robbed him. And, you know, perhaps they were partying and stuff, and they gave him more than he could handle. You know, he's old school partier, and he thought, hey, I can handle this, and I got to these lovely ladies.
My brother's been partying.
Yeah.
My brother's been I don't mean to cut you off, but he's been partying since he was 14. We've had a rough childhood. Rough. And I feel bad because he's never had a father figure.
Yeah,
so,
that's how it was with us, too.
I feel bad for him. He's had a rough life.
Yeah, but there's people like you and me.
It was too late to get to him.
We all went through the same thing, and me and my brother are 13 months apart. We both
and
went through the very same thing, and you either choose to be a victim or you choose to move on and live your life the way you want to and refuse to be a victim. But my brother's like, he chooses to be the victim. That's how he's comfortable, and he's paying for it right now. So I
you
totally
took
feel
the
your
right
sister.
path, and you're okay.
Yeah. It's like you can get
exactly.
out of this.
Interject.
Sure.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi.
It is me, Michelle. How y'all doing?
Yeah. Hi, Michelle. No, but
all right, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Chris, if you can text me that, I would really appreciate it.
I did text you the stuff, but I would say, I don't know why, but okay, now this is getting crazy. Hold on, I'm getting all these emotions.
I'm having a feeling it was kind of like a murder almost.
You know what's weird? I'm going to tell you what's crazy. I don't even know how this is even possible. But your mom, I'm not saying she was involved because I'm not picking that up.
No, she's trying to cover it up.
But
I'm being told that it's, and you know what's crazy, Donna? We can probably talk later about this tomorrow because tomorrow I'm not doing anything. But it's in the family, girl. Whoever did this shit is in the family.
Ooh.
Okay?
Oh, we were just robbed from inheritance. Oh, my God.
Okay.
About the same time he died, me and my brother were robbed from inheritance. Huh.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Was there jewelry involved in this? Because I'm seeing jewelry and money.
Jewelry and money. Yeah. Point. Yeah. Right on point.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. And you know what's weird? Hold on. If I want to put it on the money, hold on. Let me just... It
was two different people, jewelry and money. Mm-hmm. Jewelry was one person, money was the other person. And it was a lot of money.
Okay. Ooh, hold on. Ooh. Okay.
And my niece, and I know who it was, my niece that was in Florida, because I'm in Massachusetts, went to my brother and made him sign a paper making him think it was something else and signed his inheritance away.
Oh, my God.
Now, my inheritance...
Is that his daughter or is that somebody else's daughter?
No, my niece. My niece.
That's his niece, Tessa. That's his niece.
And then
it's her niece,
took
but is
my
that his
inheritance
niece too? Or is that his daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
His niece. And then somebody took my inheritance and they signed my name like forgery. I haven't done anything about it because, you know what? They're going to get
so much on your plate, like, right now.
Yes, you do. Yes,
you
do.
need to talk to your mom and let her know, like, I know you're trying to protect us and you're trying to do other things, but
I can't talk to my mom about my gifts. My Chris knows. My mom has
you don't even have
big
to tell
gifts.
her about your gift. Just say, I just know, like, you're keeping something from us and you think that you're doing us good by doing this, but no, it's disturbing our lives more than it should. And Mom, you should really share this biopsy result with us because we really need to know and it's disrupting our lives. And maybe that'll make her see that what she's doing is not for the best.
But
because she's probably used to enabling him. She's probably used to enabling
You're
him.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But you know what? My mom's 86 years old and she takes medicine for memory at this point.
Yeah.
So it's too far gone.
Yeah, then you guys might just have to wait, to see it or to see if you can get a hold of the coroner.
Well,
whoever
the
did
sister
the
that robbed, the sister and the niece that robbed my brother knows about my abilities, and Chris can tell you I have strong abilities. And when she found that I was using my abilities, woo, she went off the handle. What a family feud.
What a fiasco.
And I told her I wasn't stopping.
Yeah.
So I think she's afraid that I'm going to find out, Chris, everything.
Yeah, you're gonna call her out.
Sarah,
on it.
Okay, so you said
And I'm
you
gonna
had,
call her, and I am gonna call her out. But I'm
yeah.
gonna wait until my mother's not around no more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait for.
Yeah,
I don't
think
want
you're
to
gonna
kill
have
my
to wait
mother.
for that for the biopsy results too. You guys will find it eventually. She'll probably have it in a safe or
Well,
somewhere.
my mother has it. We
Yeah.
just gotta find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to hold you up. Chris, I will get in touch with you tomorrow. If you can send me the name of that stuff, I would really appreciate it.
I did,
because that is my heritage is Native American.
I did send that stuff to you on Messenger.
He's the best. He's on point. I love Chris.
We've known each other for years. I love Chris. He's my brother,
well,
my little big brother.
Okay, well, I was going to tell you, Donna, I did already send you that stuff while we were talking because I was multiple tasking. I've been doing that all day. So just go ahead and check your Messenger. So when you hang up, you have the messages right by on your Messenger.
Okay, honey.
Thank you
all right,
so much
and
for
those
calling.
cards,
Thank you.
I don't know about those cards, honey, that I got. I don't know if you want me to send them to you, but they're not calling to me. I can't do anything with them.
Yeah, get another deck.
We can talk tomorrow, though. I'll let you go. I know you got people waiting. Okay?
All right. Okay, thank you.
All right, love you, friend.
Love and light.
you too.
All right.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Tessa, I've been multiple tasking all day.
Multitasking,
long.
Chris.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
It's like, oh, my God. This
I don't
is
want to
just
cut you off
insane.
because I want to hear everything you have to say.
All right,
but we have
love
Miss
you, friend.
Michelle
All right,
online next.
bye-bye.
Oh, good night.
Okay.
Love and light. Bye-bye. Yeah. That's a lot, but it's going to work out in time. It's just going to take a little bit of time because no matter what they do right now, they're not going to be able to find out what they need to. But she knows because she's gifted. She knows what to do on the backside until they're waiting for that, which is going to be a very sad day as well. But next online, we've got Miss Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello,
What's
Michelle.
up, beautiful?
Mon chéri.
How are you?
You know what? Oh, my God. Like I was telling Tessa, Michelle, we've gone through so much shit together. It's insane, right?
Oh my God, so many like validations. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, and it's like nonstop, and it's just like I said. I was telling Tessa before we started the show. It's been just vision after vision, and it's like validation after the vision, and I'm like, doesn't this ever stop? I was like,
It doesn't,
oh my God.
and it's only going to get worse. I feel.
Yes, and that's what I've been saying for a very long time. I actually said that in October, remember? And yes, and I'm telling you, we're not done. It's gonna get bad.
I know
I've been
everybody's
getting
like
so many
2022.
dreams and
Go ahead, sorry, Michelle.
Better be good.
no, that's fine. I was just saying that I was getting a lot of dreams lately and premonitions and picking up on so much stuff. Like, because of Chris, I've opened up on a whole new level. I'm actually able to use my gift at its fullest potential, and I'm so thankful for that.
I appreciate that.
It's awesome. Like, when Chris is on the show, it totally opens me up, too, and so it's hard not to interrupt, but... Yeah.
I know, it's weird because you know what's funny? Because I was telling Michelle, I think I think because I talked to her yesterday or the day before. Because I'm not going to say too much because I know it's personal. She had talked to me.
Fine.
We talked a little conversation, and we were talking, and she just called me random, and I think I was on the phone with someone else, but then I had just hung up and I answered, and she's like screaming like, what the hell's going on, and this and that, and I said, oh God, I already know where this is going. I told her what I felt, and then I told her some other things that I didn't say, and she said, Chris, why didn't you say it? And I said, because I felt like you were saying it, but you were waiting for me to say it. And then she goes, oh my God, she was like, you scare me sometimes. She goes,
Well,
I was thinking about.
She's talking about all these
like,
crazy dreams she's having, and before we even started the show, like, I was like, you have your visions. I'm not going to say mine's a vision, but it's a very vivid dream that I still have, like, in my subconscious. But, yeah, we're all having these different messages, different dreams coming through, and it's pretty intense.
Yes, it's very intense. It's like in 3D, like I said. And like I said, I think we're in for even though we're not even done with the damn year, but I feel like it's gonna get worse, and I do feel that people think it. And you know what's crazy? And I was telling Michelle, and I told others, is I talked to Becky. I talked to them, and I said, "Is it just me, or didn't Halloween feel different to you?" And they said, "Yeah, it did." And then I had talked to somebody else in the chat, and they said, "How was your Thanksgiving?" And I'm like, it was there. But it's so strange that I'm saying that, because usually you could feel the people's energy and they're very, very uplifted. But for some reason, the holidays do not feel like the holidays. Like Thanksgiving, I ain't gonna lie, I was thankful for everything, but the energy just wasn't there. The Thanksgiving energy was not there. It was something different. Now,
Christmas energy isn't there either for me.
Yeah, it just didn't feel there. And then, even though we're not in Christmas, but I feel like Christmas is not going to feel the same either. It's just like,
I was sick for Thanksgiving and the next day, which was my birthday. And I'm just like, I'd like to celebrate, but I just can't. Like, I quarantine myself. Everybody else just runs around like nothing's wrong. I'm like, I don't know what I have. You know, I don't want to spread it to you. Get out of here. I'm sick. But yeah, I was down for both of those, and it was very odd. But yeah, it just doesn't feel the same. And everybody's like, 2022, and we've been saying this since 2019. 2020 is going to be better. 2021's got to be better. 2022, come on, let's go. But yeah, like you said, it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, and then you know what they were asking me? Listen to this, just on the show that you caught me on. They asked me, and they said, "Chris, is this variant and all this stuff is going away?" And I said, "Ha ha." I started laughing, and I said, "No, we're not even done with this STEM variant." And I'm like, "Oh my God, that's a whole nother subject."
Now we got Omicron.
I was like, "Oh my God," and then it's weird because I'm just like,
was pure hell for me.
It just, yeah, but it's just insane. I just don't even know what to think anymore, because I know that, it just doesn't feel the same.
So
and
what
I
happened
feel like that
on Halloween for you, Michelle?
Oh my gosh. What didn't happen? I was like connecting with all kinds of spirits in my house. I had spirits following me home from places, like regular places like the Dollar General, and me going to a graveyard and having spirits follow me home. I've had so many like connections with the other side and dreams. It was like I could not even sleep because of how thick the energy was around me. It was like, with the veil being as thin as it was like I was living in another reality almost.
Yes, yeah. And it's so weird too. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you what, and I can say this because I know it wasn't like personal, but you know what? Listen to this, Tessa. And she doesn't mean it theoretically, but you know what she told me? She goes, "Chris, I got something to tell you." And I'm like, "Oh my God." I was like, "What is it, Michelle?" Because she creeps me out sometimes too. She told me, she goes, "You know what? It's weird." She goes, "Don't feel like I want to hurt myself. Don't get that impression." But she goes, "I feel like I don't even want to be here anymore. I want to be up there, because in this reality, it's bad. It's like, it's
not. It's going to get really bad."
And a lot of people, I don't know if it's just a empathic feeling that she's feeling, but she's like, "I'm not saying I want to hurt myself, but I don't
I feel like I don't belong here. Like, this is not where I'm supposed to be." I don't know. Like, I think it's a part of me, too, being a starseed. Like, I just don't feel like I belong here on this earth. Like, and it's not even like in a suicidal sense. Like, I just feel like I'm different from everyone else. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy too, Tessa? I'm going to tell you what's crazy. For the past, I want to say 3 days, I'm going to tell you what me and Michelle went through, but I had talked to her, and I said, "Oh my God," I said, "this is really scaring me." And then she's like, "What?" I said, "Chris." She goes, "This is Chris." And I said, "Everything you're asking me," I said, "I'm not shitting you. You already asked me before." And she was like, I could hear her like if she was driving, and she was like, "What the hell? Like, what do you mean?" And I said, "Like, exactly what I said. You already asked me this stuff. And then she goes, don't tell me. You're getting a deja vu feeling. I said, yes. For the past 3 days, it's like deja vu with Michelle. And you know what's even crazier? Tonight feels that way. With all these callers, it just feels like everyone I've talked to, I've already talked to you, and I've already answered everyone's question, even though I haven't heard everybody else's, because I know they want to talk to me, but it feels like everybody's question is like I already know what they're going to ask me. I can't explain it. It just feels so weird. I can't explain it.
It really is.
I don't understand. It's like Beth says, I don't know shit. Oh my God. But I know, Michelle, I know you can listen to the show because I know we're probably going to go to break. But for Michelle, do you have any questions for me, or do you just want to tell you what else?
I really wanted to elaborate on the reading from earlier.
Okay.
You said that I was stuck and I felt like I didn't know what to do or whatever. And I honestly feel like I have that answer. Like I already know the answer of what I need to do.
I feel like you knew what you needed to do. You just needed that backup or that extra word from Chris
validation.
Or
whoever. Yeah. That's exactly how I felt. And I was wondering if you're picking up on what I feel I need to do.
I feel like you need to talk to this person, but you know what the funny thing is? He shut you out, so there's no way you can do it. He blocked you. So he did his part, and he cut that cord temporarily to where he knows he got busted, okay? He does not want to hear your mouth. He doesn't want to hear what you got to say, but the thing is that he doesn't see that you're trying to save him. And like I told you, Beth already talked to him, and I talked to him, and I can tell you right off the bat, I don't see a very good outcome. And I actually feel if he's in the wrong crowd, something bad's going to happen to him. And when he's on the other side, he's going to wish that he could talk to you and me and just say, you know what, I was sorry. I was an asshole. And that what's going to be different is that he's not going to be able to hold you. He's not going to be able to call you because he's energy. It's a total different way of communicating. And I feel like if something happens to him, he's not ready for that transition. Because I feel like when he crosses the other side, he's going to think, well, we can still communicate the same. No. When you're on the other side, you have to use energy. You have to use, intent.
Spiritually awakened to be able to communicate right away. The only people that I've seen right away after their deaths were people that were spiritually in tuned and talked to the other side already. People that weren't on that route and have learned different ways. It takes them a lot longer to come through. So he might be thinking one thing, but it's not going to work out the way he thinks. And I think he's also going by the, absence makes the heart grow fonder sort of stuff. He needs to just quit his shit.
For me.
Yeah, he needs to quit his shit and get over it and do what he needs to do. And it's weird because, like, a lot of the... Go ahead.
Whenever I had messaged you the other night, it was kind of late or whatever. I saw you were online. This was actually one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was regarding this person that's in my life right now. And, I'm like literally trying so hard, and he was, pretty much pushing me away and wanting to do harm to himself. And that's why I messaged you, because, like, I didn't know what to do at that point. Legally, I felt obligated to, alert the authorities of what he was intending to do, considering the message that he sent. And I was concerned and I needed advice about that, because I don't ever want to feel like I didn't do enough, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if he didn't or wasn't sincere about what he was saying, I didn't want to cause more harm than good,
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's a runner. When it comes to, like, the authorities and stuff like that, he's not going to give up. He's a runner. Right. And that might have heightened his feelings and caused him to do something even more reckless. So I was like torn, you know. It's like almost like dealing with two different people in the same body, because like one minute
God.
he
That's what I
is
said on the other
literally
show. That's exactly
he's
what I said on
literally
the other
like
show.
the sweetest person. He could be a very kind person and loving person, and then all of a sudden it's like a switch. He's just ruthless and hateful and just mean, you know, and I hold on to that other side because I've seen his potential, and it just aches that he's unable to see how precious life is and his potential in this life. You know, it's just like he's like throwing me to the wayside, because he calls it preaching, like I'm preaching to him, but I'm not preaching. I'm trying to give him sound advice and be that friend that he needs in this moment. And it's like he just doesn't want it. So in my mind, I'm like, you can't help people who don't want to be helped.
No.
You know, and it's not my responsibility to help you, but I feel compelled to, in a sense, because I feel like I see myself, my younger self, in him. I was once in his position, so I can relate to his pain. And I just feel lost because, like, a bigger part of me wants to cut off all communication if he ever tries to reach out to me again. But I know that if I were to do that and he got in a position where he had no one, it would affect him and cause him to do things that he would probably regret. But, you know, if I stay, I'm allowing him to manipulate me, and I'm allowing him to play on my heartstrings and use my kids as leverage, you know, to get what he wants or what he needs out of me. And that's not fair either. So, and then not only that, but I have feelings too, you know, like I genuinely care. So I'm like, you know, just lost. I feel sad, like in a sense, even though I'm angry, my spirit is saying this isn't right. Hold on. Like, and I don't know why I feel that way.
Yeah, I think he's like a little sociopathic, but I think it's a lot of this stuff going on. He feels like he's not doing wrong. It's you. It's always somebody else other than him. And I think a lot of this stuff stems from how he was raised, what happened in his childhood when he was a kid, and why he's having this trust issues. So if he really wants to fix this, he needs to know he needs to go get some sort of counseling or something to get past this, because, you know, I finally came to realization.
Pushing me away?
Yeah, he is.
Is he pushing me away?
Yeah.
Out of like fear because of how he feels for me, or is
he doesn't know how to handle it because things never went right when he was a child, the way he saw things and everything else. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's stuck in that sort of rut, and he needs to get some sort of counseling or some sort of awareness that this is what's going on. It's not the present situation that is causing this harm. It's what happened in his past, and he's not letting it go, and he's projecting it onto you. He's sabotaging his own happiness because he feels like he doesn't deserve to be happy. So he's got to do anything in his power to sabotage it. And he needs to realize this and get it fixed, because he does deserve happiness, and so do you and your kids.
Yeah, and you know, that's funny that you said that, because that's exactly what I told Michelle the other night. He's
exactly the word. You validate him.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, you know, being that you're a woman, you know what it is, and then that's how you being intuitive. You're right on point on that, because that's exactly what I feel too. It's just that, and then listen to this. I mean, this is crazy. Me, Michelle, and that's helping. Okay, listen to this crap. He comes and tells later on that he tells Michelle, well, this is inaccurate, and this and that, and I don't want nothing to do with that. And then I was telling Michelle, I said, when we first met him, he was all curious about you know, who was around him. He, you know, I told him like his uncle was around him. I even got his cousin's name that he hadn't talked to in years. I mean, I literally just knocked his socks out. Like, I scared the shit out of him, right? So then we started talking more, and every time I would talk to him, I kept getting more and more and more, and even to his mom. So in the last minute that I talked to him, I thought we were okay, right? So he has the audacity to tell Michelle, well, Chris is inaccurate, this and that. And then you know what Michelle told me? She goes, Chris, don't feel this way. I know what you're feeling. He's trying to get to you because he knew I was going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you right now, she goes, I don't care what he thinks. Because the fact that you and Beth helped him, I think he doesn't want to deal with nothing with the paranormal. But I'm going to tell you what's funny. It's not what he wants because he's gifted too. So if he cannot accept what a psychic or whoever talks to him, if it's Becky, you, Tessa, or anyone that's talked to him, he's gonna be like, you know what? I don't want to talk to you, but thank you for trying to help me. It's kind of like he's avoiding his part of himself.
Exactly. He was afraid because of how real it is. It scared him. The fact that you picked up on what you picked up on and what I did and what he did when he picked up Lonnie, and it just fucked his head up. And he was like, I don't want any more of that because it's gonna drive me nuts. Like, it makes me live in another plane of reality in a sense. And he was like, I don't care what you do, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to do it because if I then I'm going to want to do this and learn about that. And I was just like, okay, I think that what he's afraid of, you see, what he mentioned was that me being friends with Chris could make or break our relationship.
That's ridiculous.
When he said this,
exactly,
I
that's
paused,
what I said.
And I looked at him and he was like, he has too much power over our relationship because whatever he tells you, you're going to believe it. No, what you're afraid of is you're afraid of what he's going to tell me about you, what you're doing on the slick, and you can't get past me or him. So that's what
Michelle,
fucking fears.
You're your own individual. No matter what anybody tells you, you're going to make up your own mind. You're going to decipher what people say, and you're going to go with your gut instinct, and you're going to be like, this is what it is. It's not because Chris said so or somebody else said so. It's because that's how it is.
Yeah, exactly. And no matter, and even if I wasn't in the picture, she's very in tune. And I told her, as I said, say, for example, if I was not in the picture, right? I said, what he doesn't see is that he has someone in front of him that if I'm not in the picture and he's like, oh, yes, Chris is not in the picture, I can get whatever. I told myself, what he doesn't see is he's got another intuitive in front of his face. He's got another medium. And you know what the funny part about it is? He told her that he was sleeping. Guess what she did? Her and her kids had something to do, which I'm not going to talk about what they did, but they had to go do something. They were going to go spend time together. And the whole time he said he was asleep. Guess what? I'll let Michelle tell you what he found out. Listen to this. Go ahead, Michelle. Tell me what you found.
So whenever I called his phone, it went straight to voicemail. I was like, okay. So I got dressed. I went and got my daughter out of school. And I popped up on where the fuck he was supposed to be at. And I looked in his truck. He was not asleep. He was inside of the cafe with his mom, whom he had told me doesn't see face to face. And, she fools around with some very dark stuff, and she puts stuff on him and tries to affect our relationship in a negative way. And we told him that if you go back around her, because, Chris and Beth had, done some prayers for us or whatever, and they warned him that if you go back around her, that it could put them in danger. And when I found that out, I was pissed. I caught you in a freaking lie, and you have nothing to say for yourself. So what did he do? He got in his vehicle, never said a word to me, looked me dead in my face, got in his truck, and rolled out.
There you go. And I didn't even tell her nothing. She did that on her own. Mm-hmm. You did that on your own. Just like Tessa said, regardless, that you didn't have to call me to do that. You did that on your own because you told me you felt something wasn't right that day.
With Chris is I pick up my own things. I call him. I ask him a question. I get his opinion, and I see whether or not he validates what I picked up. Right. And 99.999% of the time, he aligns with everything that I've already picked up.
So he's just
and that's
afraid.
How I get my validation, because I don't have to tell him everything. He just picks it up.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that Beth is good too, and I can tell you that when Beth talked to him, you should have seen his face. He turned white. He turned so pale. I was like, I had never seen somebody turn so like his eyes were popping out, and he was like,
Cold sweat.
wow. And then
What?
he was like looking at Michelle, and then he looked at me on camera, and I said, she's good too, right? And he was like, yeah. And then I told him, I said, you can't hide shit from us. You can't
Yeah,
hide
if he
nothing
really
from us.
wants this relationship to exist and to continue, he really needs to go get help. He really needs to get some counseling. And even my my oldest brother is like, I don't want to go see a counselor because then they're going to throw medication at me. I'm like, that's up to you whether or not you take it. They can't force you to take something you don't want to. And not all psychologists or therapists or whatever are like that. Some are like, let's work through this issue first and let's see where we need to go from there. But he's just like, he's afraid of change, I think it is. He's afraid of getting off of his regular rut that he's in and what's going to happen next. It can only get better from here because you're at rock bottom, baby. So you can only go up. So let's help ourselves. Go to the therapist and figure it out.
But he won't even listen to me, like nothing I have to say. He doesn't want to hear what Chris has to say. He wants to just
He's
follow.
Lose. He's going to miss out. He's going to ruin this whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. 110%. And honestly, I feel like if I'm scared to like let him back in. I'm at the point where, you know, I'm pissed off. You know, not only did you drive away from me, but you drove away from my daughter, whom you've been calling your daughter, and you crossed the fucking line.
Yeah.
Okay? You can do whatever you want to fucking do to me, but where the day you hurt my kids, that's where I say enough.
Yeah.
They have been through too much shit. I have been through too much shit. We don't deserve this treatment, you know. I've done nothing but help him. I've given him lots of money. I've taken care of him, made sure, you know, he had somewhere nice to sleep.
Yeah.
I am. I have said that. I said I'm not giving him another fucking dollar.
And I know, like, it's hard for you not to, but you have to retract. You have to quit doing that for him, because if you don't do what you need to do, he's not going to see what's going on, and he's not going to do what he needs to do. It's hard because you love him and you want to take care of him, but at the same time, that's not taking care of him. That's enabling to do his same shit.
Yeah. I guess a part of me just wanted to show him that good people still do exist, because I feel like he doesn't trust anyone. He, you know, has lost his faith in humanity and people as a whole, and he thinks that when someone's good to him, that it's a setup, that he's just going to be hurt or they're going to turn away from him and, you know, disappear, and that's not true. I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm a good person, you know what I mean? Like, I will give you the shirt off of my back. I will give until I have nothing left. It's a fault that I have, you know, and it's just like I care too much in a sense.
Yeah.
And when you take that for granted, you know, it's like you're losing out on something that could be really freaking great for you, all because you want to be stuck in your freaking ways. And in a sense, I feel like he's almost addicted to his own pain.
Yeah. They get used to it. That's where they find comfort, because they're used to it. So, yeah, he needs to break that. He needs to realize, yeah, this other way is going to feel better, but he hasn't been there yet, and he's afraid of change because he's used to the way it is. He's been, what do they call it? Basically standardized. Accustomed to it, yeah. There's a word for people in jail who are so used to being in jail, they'll do anything to go back.
Right.
It's just very
because that's
sad.
all they know.
Well, on that note, you guys, I hate to cut us off, but we do have to go to our first musical break. So you don't have to go anywhere. Feel free to stay there. We're going to have a break for, I believe it is 14 minutes and 7 seconds. But on this break, we have Miss Mia Savage, a.k.a. Antidote for Savages, and she's going to be singing Bury Me in Heaven, Singing to Your Grave, and Our New Reality. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages, and I just want to let area code 423-662 and 425 know we know you're there. We'll be with you shortly, so please don't go anywhere, and feel free to speak up on break as well. We'll talk to you guys soon.
all the shit that he brings anymore. You're mine. You're mine. Tonight. You're mine. Come with me to our new reality. You don't need all the shit that he brings anymore. You're mine. You're mine. Tonight, you're mine. You're mine. You're mine.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Tonight we are joined by the one, the only Psychic Chris Garcia. And friends, welcome back, Chris, and thanks so much for hanging out with us.
You what? Hello. Okay. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
but like I was saying, Michelle, I do feel that you have a lot of potential. Don't look, what happened to you. Don't look at it as a downfall, because I do feel that somehow with you working there, I feel like you're going to get promoted somehow. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but but what's crazy is that, and I really look into when you would get a job. Hold on, let me see if I can get a date on that one. Okay, that's weird. Hold on. Something's trying to block me. Hold on. Okay, this is what's weird. I keep picking up late December. I don't know when, but I'm seeing late December.
The new year.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be very, very close. And it's funny because as I was picking up that energy, and I don't know why I'm being told this. I know you're not going to want to hear this after I tell you this. But when you get this new job, are you ready for this?
Oh, God, what?
Guess who's going to come? Guess who's going to be around you when you walk in that job?
Oh, God, who?
You have an idea. Just put it this way. He's going to run into you.
Oh, my God.
But
The future
you can cut
Mr.
that
Michelle? No, I'm just kidding.
So, but
Not that
you can
guy.
cut him off. But you can cut him off, because I do feel that if this is a job that I think you're going to be doing, I can actually see you telling him, you know what? This is not the time, and this is not the whole fucking place to talk to me. You had your chance. Don't bother me. I have a job to do because I got to support my kids. So
I'm a woman on a
unless
mission.
you really got something convenient or being very real to talk to me, if you want to, you can wait for me on break. If you don't let you hit the door on the way out.
I personally
Because
feel like
I'm-
once you start cutting off certain things and you start standing your ground and doing your own thing, he's going to be like, what about me? And he's going to start realizing some stuff that he needs to do. So
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
he will get that wake-up call. He'll take the steps that he needs to that we discussed earlier. And hopefully you guys can be happy together. But otherwise, I don't know. I kind of feel like there's somebody else out there. I don't know about
Yeah,
you, Chris,
I
but I
am.
feel somebody else that is like not him, but like her twin flame. Somebody that's really meant for her and complements her happiness.
Yeah, and then
Really?
you know what's crazy, and you know what's funny is that when I really think about it, I keep seeing him around for some reason because I've described this person to Michelle many times, but it's kind of like what's weird is that this guy that I feel that Tessa's tapping into is that you are both are kind of like intertwining, and it's like either he's walking out or you coming in, and you miss each other within just a little bit of
always
minutes.
Missing timelines.
And I feel like he's already should have been in your life already, but with all this blockage and stuff, with all these kind of distractions, it's kind of like throwing it off. And I'm not saying that you're not going to meet him. It's just going to be more to where you're going to have to put more energy and manifest what you want. Because if you cut, you know who I'm talking about, you cut him off, I feel that's going to open the door. Because with all that stuff that he's associated with his mom, I feel like you cut him off, even though I know
she's
you
enabling him
care about him. That you
so do you like go. When do you see this other person coming around?
I actually want to see that's going to be
I'm
next
saying
year.
like 3 or 4 months. It's going to be like wherever you're working somewhere. It's like going to be an everyday occurrence. You're going to see everybody every day. You're going to say your greetings. You're going to do other stuff like that, and then it's just going to click. You're going to realize, holy shit, I don't know. It might come through a dream, or it might come through something like that, a very vivid dream or some sort of vision. For me, it's vivid dreams. For Chris, it's visions. But it'll come through a form like that where you'll realize who he is. I don't know. It's so weird. So weird how it happens. You can't even prepare for it because you're not looking for it. It just happens the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to tell you from experience. Tess, I can tell you, I've been through ever since I've known Tessa, and I don't know why this shit happens to me, even though I don't like to talk about my personal life, but every time I try to get rid of someone, Tessa, you know who the hell that is, she always calls when I'm doing the show.
She's like, oh, I see you trying to flush me. Let me refresh myself.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, please just stop bugging me and leave me the hell alone. But every time she's like, I'm done with you, and I'm just going to block you. And I'm like, a week later, she'll call me.
Bye,
and I'm like, this is just insane. But it's just, but she would always call me. And you can even tell
it's just like the devil. Okay, every time the devil sees that you're on the right path, he'll come in and try to interrupt it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, just like that.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Not saying
exactly.
these guys
like a distraction.
are in league, but they kind of work the same.
You just validated what me and Chris were just saying. He said it, I said it, and then you just said it.
Yep.
It's the devil. He's trying to stop our happiness.
And I wanted to ask that earlier, like, did he ever talk about coming in contact with some sort of gremlin, like little minions or anything like that as a kid? For my little brother, he will never talk about it, but I know it happened because I witnessed them before they started attacking him. But yeah, I think there's things at hand, things going on, and there's things that he needs to do to break this. And it starts with himself, making himself stronger, and then he might need to see a psychic medium or somebody that's able to separate him from this entity that attached itself to him when he was little.
God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Okay, You're fucking me up now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. I am so fucking done. I picked up on the fucking attachment.
Yeah.
A demon.
It is.
That is, I'm done. I'm done.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
I'm done.
Oh, my God.
You can't be done. We still have like an hour and 40 minutes left.
I know, but you know what I mean, Tessa.
I know.
That is insane because you know what?
Oh, my God.
You validated what she said, and then you kind of, and I actually even asked me, she asked me, she goes, do you think there's an attachment? And I said, yes. And I'm going to tell you what's funny. This attachment is dark.
He was very little,
really
and he's kind
dark.
of dependent on it. And when he tries to get rid of it, it's going to feel so uncomfortable. He's going to be like trying to talk, and it's going to be hard for him to say, "I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore."
Okay, this is really
in front of me when we were doing prayers on him, and I've actually had to stop on the highway and pray over his vehicle and my vehicle because it was jumping from my vehicle and back and forth, messing with the kids, messing with him. He was vomiting. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like,
tell you what's funny.
you hit the
When you
nail
say
on the head.
little, you know what, Tessa? When you said little, you know what the first thing that popped in my heart, in my mind, and I don't even know if they exist, but knowing that everything is spiritual, why in the hell, when you said little, I kept picking up leprechaun?
Well, they look okay. The
Oh,
closest thing that I can
oh my,
resemble them to that anybody would recognize is gremlins, but their ears are a
oh
little
my.
shorter. But they totally look like gremlins.
Are they like kind of like leprechauns in a way, kind of?
Well, they're small like that, but they're, I don't know, they're gremlins. They have that doggish face, those crazy eyes, the big ears, but the ears aren't as pronounced as gremlins. They're a little smaller, and the only thing that I can attribute it to or make similar to is the Kentucky Goblins. Those are very similar,
Wow.
except for the Kentucky Goblins have the glowing eyes. These guys' eyes didn't glow except for the reflection off the fire. But yeah, they have the long claws, like the crazy gremlin hands, gremlin
Oh my
everything.
God.
I
She
saw
just dropped the
them. They
phone.
tried to come for me. I saw their shadows through my window when I was living with my granny when we went for a visit, and my dad never sent for us again. But then after I used my sheet as a shield and they went away because I was like, nope, wasn't me. I was sleeping. Wasn't me that saw you. They went to my brother's room, and after that, he was having nightmares every night running through the house. And I swear to God, the very last night, my grandparents held him and allowed these little things to take hold of him. And after that, he was never the same. He's a very sweet, sweet person. Like somebody was saying earlier, when he drinks, he gets very angry. Different things like that, like
Oh my
change him.
God.
But generally, he's the sweetest person in the world. I love him to death. He's got the purest heart, but
Oh
he
my
has that
God.
attachment. He has that evil on him where when he drinks or he
Does
does
that
anything
not
else,
sound familiar?
yeah,
Yes,
he
that
does
sounds
it to the
familiar.
max,
Yes,
and
it
it's so
is.
sad because he deserves better, but he plays the victim. Like I just decided not to be the victim. I'm going to grow stronger from this. And he decided, well, Dad did this, so I'm going to do this. That is not how you live your life. You live your life by your own
Right.
terms.
Can I ask you a question,
Wow.
Tessa?
Oh my God,
Is
this is
this
insane.
thing coming from his mother, or is it something that he came across otherwise?
It could be, for me, I felt like it was something as to where our house was built and also like a family curse sort of thing going on because me and my sister
Oh my.
and my kids are still
Yeah, I'm
dealing
done.
with like a family curse. And so it has to do with lineage and whatever actions people throughout history have taken. And it will affect you, not only like spiritually, but through your genetic code. It's so weird how it happens, but it is there. It's there for the picking, and you have
And you
to
know,
rise above it or fall victim to it. Play the victim or don't. And I refuse
Right.
to.
Do
that
you
makes a
think that
lot
if
of
he
sense.
moved away from the area that it would follow him, or would it stay behind?
I think a lot of it would stay behind, but his attachment he has will follow him. So he will eventually, after getting counseling and other things where he will be accepting to this, he needs to see a psychic medium that can cleanse him of this spiritual attachment.
Yeah, and there is like that can remove that kind of stuff. But
And
it's
he's got to
see the
take
thing about
his power back.
thing-
He's got to say, it's kind of like a mantra or whatever, say it 3 times or more. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. You have no power over me. Repeat these different things that you're trying to put out there to let them know they don't hold that power over you, but to have somebody spiritually inclined like a psychic medium that knows how to cleanse people is very important for him, I think.
Oh my God! You know who popped in my head when I saw that? Oh my God! I'm done.
I want to keep going, you
You know,
guys, but at the same
you
time,
know,
I know we
I'm gonna
got
tell you.
people
You
on
know,
hold. Holy shnikes. Like,
I'm gonna tell you what. But you know what pops in my mind when I look at what she's talking about? You know who pops in my head? Someone that's similar to Amy Allen. I'm not joking. Amy Allen just popped in my head, and I'm like, really? So
she
it would
always
have
says
to
other
be
people should
someone
do
that
it,
have to
though.
be.
Like, she'll go
It
in
would
and
have to
see
be a
what the
physical
problem
medium.
is. But yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a physical medium. Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And especially like
Well,
someone
thanks, guys.
in the
I appreciate
area.
all the help.
No worries. Especially like someone from his area where he came from, because they'll know more of the local magic and things like that to use against whatever this force is. But anybody that's in that field would work. But I would think to look
Okay.
back to home, look back to the roots, to that area, somebody
Oh my
that has energy
God.
over there.
And you know, and I keep seeing his mom when you say that. I think his mom.
And you
really
want to
did
know what's
something.
crazy, Chris? Is he grew up in Simsport, where Cassie lives, and all of that shit's going on. Right
Oh,
where I
wow.
grew up.
Wow. Well, then that makes sense. Well, it's more of land-based, like Tessa said, but it's weird because even though I feel like it started from the roots, and I do feel, like I told you this before, I see a lot of abuse around him. And then not just physical and emotional abuse. I see, like, being touched inappropriately. So I'm not saying that he's doing that now, because, but I feel
No.
like he...
Just because you're touched
But I
doesn't
do
mean
feel...
you do it. A lot of, like 90% of people
Yeah.
that are abused will abuse the same way. But there are people like us that don't. And we break the cycle.
Yeah.
We're not doing
Yeah,
it.
we break that. Yeah, and I was told. So there's a lot of validation. Tessa, you know what? You did a good job. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, you did.
Thanks,
Wow.
Chris. Aw.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you, Michelle.
Michelle.
And if you want to
Love
stay,
and
you
light,
can listen if
sister.
you want to.
Yeah, you can stay
But
all
if
night.
not, then... Okay. So I don't know who's next.
We have
Shit.
area code 423. Next is 662, but right now it's 423.
So who are we talking to?
It is Carrie for the
Hi,
423
Carrie.
area code.
So what's up, girl?
What's
How
up?
are y'all?
Yeah, we're doing fine. I'm sorry it took long. It's just that we love talking, believe
And
me.
thank
We
you for
love to
being
talk.
so patient with us. What a lovely soul.
Hey, patience is key.
Right?
Oh, yes. So, so I don't know if you have any questions, Carrie, but if you just come in to tell you what I see. You know what's funny is that I know that you just give me validation on the baby. So I just want to say congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, God.
What's crazy is that I'm going to tell you what's crazy. When I look at, being the birth of the baby, I see everything fine, but I'm going to tell you one thing. That baby feels everything you do. So when you start feeling kind of just overwhelmed, don't be surprised if your stomach feels in knots. And sometimes when you get this strong feeling, it's coming from okay, that was weird. I don't know why I'm seeing that. They're telling me that it's coming from the cord of the baby and it's connecting to you. So anything that you feel, like you're going to know, being that as you've been a mom already, but being a mom again, I feel like it's going to help you enlighten you more and it's going to open you up. And it's weird because when I
This
look at
baby
this
is
child,
gifted.
it is very gifted. And
I
you know what the thing is?
very strong.
I keep seeing a rainbow indigo child. So this kid is going to be very special. Now, I'm not going to tell you the gender because the gender could change depending, because I'm not God. I'm not going to tell you the gender. That's up to you, okay? So I'm not going there. The second thing is, I don't know why, but with this guy that you were with, that you know where I'm going with this, with the baby, I see like he changed, and I feel like he's going to be very positive, and I actually see, and I don't even know what I told you, because I haven't talked to you in a while, but I feel like there is a lot of good things coming, and I feel like for some
Make him
reason...
prove it, though. Don't just give it to him. Make
Yeah.
him prove it. Make him show it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like for some reason, it's just... I feel like even though, and it's weird because in my mind, even though I haven't seen you, I feel like you've been very emotional. And sometimes when you get kind of like when you're just, like if you're just crying or he gets upset over something small, you cry very easy because you're overwhelmed because you're pregnant and your emotions are very, very, very strong right now. So, but I do see like even possible marriage and even probably even engaged, which I don't know if you're engaged, but don't tell me anything.
Don't
and I see
do
compassion.
it. Run for your life.
But I see a lot of good things come for you. So, and if for some reason, I don't know why, but I actually want to say you've been dreaming a lot since you've had this baby. I feel like you're tapping into a lot of events and there's just a lot of things that you're seeing, and it's kind of like freaking you out. And I actually, for some reason, I actually want to say like you're gonna move with him or he's gonna move in with you. I keep seeing a movement or a possible move, and actually I see like this is a good gift, because it's around the corner with Christmas coming. And I don't even know when you're due, but I'm being told that the more you walk, the faster that baby's gonna come out. So.
You know what? I heard that story too when I was pregnant with my first child, and I walked so much, and it did not help. I had to be induced still. But stay active for sure. That way you got those muscles taut and everything ready to go so you can give that epic birth. But holy shit, I don't envy you. That is so scary. Because your body takes control. Like, you have no control over it, really. I was like, oh my gosh. 4 kids later. That was
weird. So I talked to Chris. I did not plan this pregnancy. But I did talk to Chris back in the summertime, and I was like, well, I'll catch back up with you, sometime in the fall. We'll see what happens. Well, shortly thereafter, like I said before, I found out really, really quickly that I was pregnant. I found out when I was 3 weeks. Like, there was not even a yolk sac. There wasn't. There was nothing there.
It's like a few little cells happening, jiggling around.
Yeah.
All they could see was like the endometrium was thickening. So at first, I was like, well, it's really weird how my emotions work, because I feel kind of like what other people feel. I pick up on it really, really quick. And ever since I've been pregnant, like before I would have dreams and sometimes I wouldn't remember them, but sometimes I did. But since I've been pregnant, I have dreams, and the dreams are so vivid. They're I can't distinguish whether I really dreamed it or was I like, what's it called? Like when you, like astro project.
I think you astro projected most of them. I'm being told that you actually
I think your baby's helping you do it, because you're like, I'm not used to this shit. But yeah, your baby's like astraling you to different places. Like, come on, mama, let's do this. I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
And it's like, even more, like it's almost like I talked about it before, it's almost like a vibration to me, and it's very, very intensified. But it's like I went with my friends yesterday to this local bar. I went to go check on them, just hang out and have a girls' night. Well, I get there, and it's almost, I can feel, there's a bunch of people there, and I can feel things I can pick up really, really quickly. But being pregnant, like, I believe that my baby does have some sort of ability. I don't know what it is yet, but I can feel even stronger.
It's crazy. Just wait till born. Tells you about his past life shit and other stuff. You're going to be like, I don't remember that, but I believe you, son. I keep seeing a boy, but it could be a girl.
Well, I do have a boy, and to confirm, I did have a blood test done, and this baby is a girl. I don't know. It's not been through an ultrasound, but it was confirmed through a genetic blood test at 7
I'm so happy for you.
You know what, Carrie? Did I ever tell you? And I don't know, since we haven't talked, did I ever tell you that you get twins in your family?
Oh shit!
Yes. Oh, okay. So twins. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you guys.
There's another Michelle right there. This is Michelle number 2. Oh my God!
I kid you not. When I found out I was pregnant, like a few days in, I was kind of like, maybe I'm not really pregnant. I don't feel any different. Well, let me tell you. Real quick, the first dream I had a dream that I got pregnant with twins, and it was a boy and a girl.
Oh my God!
But I was like, just fast forward in the future, and they only see one baby. The whole time they're like, oh, it's only one, it's only one, it's only one. But then, like, I was in the delivery room, and I couldn't see the doctor, but I could see the babies. And I saw one, they're like, well, you're not done yet. I was like, do what? Like, I remember being like, that's why I gained weight. So, like, at 9 weeks, I was 14 weeks pregnant, but they can only see one baby. But I had a dream very early on.
Reminds me of Elvis Presley. So his mom Gladys and his dad Vernon, they had a baby, and the baby came out dead, and they were like so devastated. And the doctor's like, "Hold up, guess what? There's another one coming." Like sometimes they don't even see or know of the second one, and then you think you're done and over with, and all you have is the placenta to pass. But then you're like, "Oh my, here comes another baby." Luckily, by that time, a lot of things are numb. But, yeah, that would be so freaking interesting. A boy and a girl.
I know, and I'm seeing, and
Aaron,
I don't know why.
Aurora.
I don't know how.
I'm just kidding.
but you know what's weird is that when I look at her, even though I can't see her, but I feel like there could be possible too. But then
there's
again,
definitely another spirit hanging out with you. I don't know if you lost a child before or whatever, but there's definitely another child spirit that is hanging out with you. Or you could have been born a twin, and your twin didn't survive, and they just never told you that. But there is another little childlike entity that is with you. It's not bad. It's a good spirit, but there's somebody there with you.
I have the very, very close people to me know last summer I had a miscarriage.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. I'm done.
What the baby
was. I'm tapping into everything tonight. I'm so proud of Tessa. Oh my God.
Thanks, brother.
No, but that is insane. But you know what? Validation, because that validation is very, very important. But like Tessa said, I would say don't rush it. Take your time. Getting to spend time with the baby, of course. And I do see the baby coming out very healthy. But it's weird because I see a lot of good things, and I feel like, I don't know why, but like I said, I want to see like a move or possible him moving in. But I feel like in a way you want your own privacy, and I feel like you just not really going to be totally distant from the family. I feel like you just want your own.
You need your own area
like for some reason,
energy.
Like
there's so much negative energy. She needs that pure and good energy.
Yeah, and I feel like even with that, it's funny that you say that, Tessa, because I feel like this guy is going to be like, you know what, babe? I know that you live here, but I want to buy you a house. I want to be the one to buy the house. And it feels like he wants to buy that house because he wants to be to where he does it. It's not to where he does it in a house that's given to him. Carrie, I don't know if that makes sense.
Don't even tell me about the house till you can show me the house. That's where I'm at. For me, it's like, prove it.
But
it's the show me state. Even though I didn't grow up there and I don't live there, like, show me before you tell me.
Yeah, but hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense to you in a way?
So with the situation with this baby, I was not sure who the dad is. Like, I think now I have a pretty good idea who it is, but we're not on speaking terms. But the situation with the one, because of the first ultrasound or the second, I was 9 weeks and 2 days. I had told everyone that I thought. I was completely honest with them. But we had dated last year before September, and then I went away out of town to my friend's birthday party. We went to Helen, Georgia. Well, he ended up breaking up with me, and he got back with a girl that he'd been on and off with for 5 years.
Yep, asshole.
And they got married. They broke up in November, and he filed for a divorce. And I had a dream that he messaged me. Well, his ex-wife sent me a message asking if I was talking to him, and I just don't get in that drama. I don't do that. Don't ask me to.
I got enough shit on my plate.
I know, right?
For real. Well, shortly after all of that, in July of this year, the divorce was final, so we started seeing each other again. And it's almost like she has some sort of something over him. I don't know what it is, but
my goodness.
I just like picture darkness. I don't know what it is, but she's very, I don't know if she's manipulative.
Very controlling.
But he's very nice. He's only, he's married 11 years to his first wife, whom he has children with, and then he's been married to her, but they have no children in common. And he talks about all the things that she's done to him.
I feel like some evil and maybe some dark magic or some dark intention from this female. Like, she's not
Yeah.
good, and she's good at, like, controlling him. She's good at her craft.
Yeah, and that's what. And that's what it was funny that you said that, because I do feel that if she wants to, even though he's trying to work it out, it's weird that Tessa said that, because when I was like letting her talk to you, I kept seeing a dominating candle and controlling candle next to him by his picture. Okay. The other thing is that she wants him. Okay, hold on. She wants him to herself, but I'm being told he doesn't want nothing to do with her. He's trying to work it out with you. But the fact is that he has multiple personalities. Like, he's one minute he's okay, and then another minute he just gets upset. But it's not that he means to be that way.
Do you
it's
think
just
it
that
could be due to whatever she's doing to him?
Yes, Tessa. It's kind of like where he's with her, she's happy, he's fulfilled. But every time, it's kind of like she's tapping into her to where it's almost like, and this is what's so creepy. I see them together, but it's kind of like she's not far away. It's kind of like
she's not exactly there, but she is there. She's like not there physically, but she's there to where he thinks she's there with him.
Yeah, and something like I see her in my mind, like she's actually looking, but she's just not like close. Like as I said, she's there, but not really there. It's kind of weird. It's almost like she has something watching him. And it's weird because a lot of people don't know this, but I know this is a lot of, fairy tales and tales about different things that can shapeshift.
Folklore, yeah.
But I'm being told that for some reason, I want to say that there's an owl nearby. And I don't know why, but I want to say that this owl is connected to her somehow. I don't know why, because a lot of people that are...
And she's using that to project her energy to do this spell where he feels like she's with him all the time, but really she's not. She's like doing all these other things. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's funny.
It sounds fucking crazy when I say it. I'm like, I feel like I'm saying something like a fairy tale or something, but this is really happening.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you say that. Because when we were together at the time, I felt like I was standing outside on the porch. I was standing there by myself, and I just got this weird energy. I felt like I was being watched, and I happened to turn towards the road, and I looked because there were some trees that was far out to the end of the road, and I could see them, but I could see her car go through, and I didn't know it was her car at the time. But I asked him, I was like, hey, do you know anybody that drives a white Dodge? And then I said the name of the car with dark tinted windows. And he's like, yeah, that's my ex-wife.
Oh, my God. Wow.
And, like, I didn't know anything about her. I didn't know that he even had communication between her, between, like, him and her.
Wow.
Because whenever I first met him, they were not married. They were only married from September of last year, and they were separated from November to March, on and off. And she comes around during, like, birthdays, holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Just injecting herself at important times where other people can see her. She's not interested in being there when it's just him and her. She wants to be there when other people are there to see her.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was very odd to me. So dead set in his decision not to go back, and then all of a sudden it was like, I mean, I literally felt like there was some sort of like dark magic or something performed where she, like an obsession kind of spell type thing, where
he can't quit thinking about her and stuff like that.
He could.
Yeah, he's so sick of her, doesn't want to think of her anymore, and he just can't help it. For some reason, he can't quit thinking about her. He can't figure it out. Ooh, it could even be hair, like, you know how guys shave and they leave all their hair in the sink and stuff? She could have collected that, and now she's using it for her own good. Very dark.
Even just, okay, hold on, I'm going to see how far we're going. How far is this bit? How far is she going with this? Ooh, interesting. Kind of like Santeria / voodoo.
Hoodoo.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I get with that. It's kind of like she's going that far back, and it's weird because she has people and people that know their shit, and I feel like she's doing something to just for him to come to her, and it's weird because I do feel like she has an item of his. It could be like hair, it could be a shirt, it could be something that she puts energy, so much energy that it's something that he's recent, very not old, very recent. Now the thing what you can do is hold on, what are they telling me? I feel like you put some energy to protect. Okay, that's weird. I just saw that. I'm seeing flashes. They're telling me Archangel Gabriel's coming in. He's known for communication, which is what y'all are doing. I don't even know if you can even get the candle, but hold on. I would get Saint Michael for some reason, and then since she's doing darker shit, dark, the first thing that comes to my mind is Saint Benedict. And Saint Michael is me too when it comes to either like demonic or something very. What is the word I'm looking for? It starts with a name. I can't think of the word. I'm getting tongue-tied for some reason. Oh my god, I can't even think of the word. It's very like the thing that comes to my mind. I can't think of the other word, but the one that comes to me is very vicious. He has this very bitch attitude. Like if you get in the way, she's gonna be like, "I'm gonna get him first, bitch, before you get him." That's what kind of attitude she has. She does not take her shit, and she's one to box. I don't know why, but I keep seeing boxing. I don't know if she went. So this is kind of like Rocky Balboa kind of shit, but I know that you're not that into that kind of drama. But as long as you just keep your distance from her, I feel like you'll be fine. So I would say get Saint Michael and Saint Benedict. But I feel like with you, Carrie, I feel like things are going to change. And I feel like he's going to come around. But I feel even at that, you can probably just put a removing or to get away so she can leave him alone and you can be happy. Because I feel like when they're together, I feel like miserable. Like I'm just sad. I'm almost like feeling his energy to where he's not happy. They're always arguing. They're fighting. And they fight over stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Drama for your mama.
So who's the victim? You are the victim because he takes it out on you. But sometimes he'll apologize and he'll be like, "Babe, I'm sorry. It's not you. It's this damn bitch." That's how exactly what I hear from him. It's like this damn bitch doesn't leave me alone. That kind of feeling.
There's been a time where we have went without communication. And I just feel like, I told you in the summer, I felt like somebody was coming in. I felt very content in my life. But even more so now, I feel very content. I have a son and then I have a daughter on the way. And regardless, like, I've got my crap together. I can do it with or without them. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like a very strong... I've done like a lot of work and practice a lot with grounding and being very firm in my energies. And I just wanted to know, like, essentially, like, what does Spirit have for me about, my future and where I needed to go? Because I didn't know if, this time I've not had a dream about him coming back to the future at all. But if, the past tends to repeat itself, he will be back at some point in time. And that's just what I feel.
Well, I feel like what you need to do is what you're doing right now. Practice, like, fueling your own energy, building yourself up, because, I don't know, I don't feel like this guy is meant for you. I feel like this guy is a portion of the past. Like you said, if he uproots himself and puts himself into your future, yes, pay attention to it. But right now you need to pay attention to yourself, your grounding, your cleansing, making yourself more powerful, being in tune with your gifts, doing certain things like that. And it's really going to pay off in the end. And at that point, you won't really care if there's anyone around or not. And then eventually somebody will come into your life that is meant for you. It could be your twin flame, could be somebody that just complements your happiness. But definitely keep on the path that you're doing and don't worry about his shit. He's the one that needs to worry about his stuff, you know, not you. And it's just like,
wow.
Retire it, quit doing it. Like, he's got this. Don't worry about it anymore. Like, he needs to take care of it. You need to take care of you and your lineage, your family.
You know
Mostly
what's crazy
you.
is what you know what I see is I would say the grounding, and when I'm doing the oracle, I keep hearing chakra clearing. So I would say do some chakra clearing. So anything that's blockage is to remove all that stuff and do some breathing breathing techniques with the baby. Be gentle with your body and with the baby in your stomach, and then. Best of all, you are protected because St. Michael just came in and he's protecting you from lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So know that no matter how much of that was weird. I actually heard that. No matter how much of a black witch she is, she cannot touch you. You want to know why? Because you're enlightened. You're a positive person. You put that intention out there and you'd be like, you don't have to tell her, you don't have to do nothing to her. I mean, if you want to, you could light protection candles like St. Michael or St. Benedict if you want to. But if you imagine your aura with a white light and golden light, I'm going to tell you right now, girl, you're untouchable. You are untouchable. Yep. You have the potential to do what you want. And if he comes back, then it's meant to be. But if he doesn't, that's his loss. And just raise the baby. Don't feel like...
But you do have the power. Like, don't feel like you're dependent on any of these, like, energies or people around you.
Yeah.
You are the power, and your child within you is projecting that. So, yeah, this is a really good time to get centered and get your shit together and not worry about other fucking assholes. Sorry. But that's how I feel. I really feel like slapping somebody right now.
But you know what?
Damn.
But you know what? It's weird. But it's crazy because I do see it's crazy because there's so much energy tonight and I love it. And for Carrie, I know that you're going to be fine. You're a strong person and I know you can get through it. But it's just, like Tessa said, just, if he comes back, that's his choice. But just work on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's meant to come back, and then, another thing I got for you, don't feel, and this is just, I don't know, this is like your deep inside, because I don't feel it on the outside, but don't feel that you cannot do it without this fucking asshole, because you can do it. Don't have that mentality that says, oh, I need him. No, you don't, girlfriend. You are better than that. You are better than that. And you know what the thing is? I don't know why, but even though I'm talking to you, I feel like that baby's kicking right now as we're talking to you. I don't know why, even though I can't, but I feel like the baby's kicking, and I feel like he's laughing because he's like, listen to your friends because they know what they're talking about. So
I definitely feel like there is like some, I don't know if it's animal spirits, but I feel like within the past couple months, there's been like a lot of strong like animal energies, and I don't know if it has to do with like totem, or I don't know if it has to do with, feeling like hypersensitive to things with
I think it's
the baby
like
having.
Right now, you are a lot like Mother Earth. You are producing life, and so you're in touch with Mother Earth and the things that surround it. So I think you're in league with a lot of things right now, and it's kind of weird because you're not used to it. But I would say give it a great big hug, like envelop it, accept it, and go along that path because that can be very enlightening. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, right now you're a lot like Mother Earth because you are conceiving and producing life within you.
Yeah, and it's weird that you say that because when I looked at the totem, this is what I see right now. The wolf is teacher. You are the teacher. You are the teacher within yourself. The Black Panther came out, which is the unknowing of what's going to happen. But I'm being told that you were going to be okay. And then as a mother, you put your leadership and determination to get through obstacles and challenges. Those are your three guides right now. And for some reason, when I keep listening to your voice, Has there been butterflies passing by you lately?
I saw a yellow one.
Has there been butterflies by you? Okay, there you go. Those are your guides. That means there's transformation. It's almost like you have a cocoon before it turns into a butterfly. It's a cocoon. When it starts coming out of the cocoon, that means there's a change and shift coming. So you're like a cocoon right now because you're having a baby in your tummy. So when that baby comes out, you're gonna have so much enlightenment that you're not even gonna think of him. You're gonna just think of you and your family and your kids. And that's amazing to feel that, because that's the most precious life that God gave you. As women, you have I want to say that you women, all of you, are very, very strong in that aspect. I think for us guys, when it comes to seeing a baby born, some of us just can't tolerate seeing all that stuff. But
well, on that note, we do have to go to our second music break.
You're welcome.
So feel free to stay online and we can continue to talk throughout the break. But on this break, we do have The Antidote for Savages by Miss Mia Savage. And we have Lemurian Crypto, The Bottom Line, as well as Let Me Be Your Home. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in about 16 minutes.
it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride, and we can change it anytime we want.
It's all a choice. No record, no work, no job, no savings of money.
Just a choice right now between fear and love.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. This evening, we're joined by Psychic Chris Garcia. Welcome back, Chris, and thank you so much for joining us. And welcome back. What?
Welcome.
Was it Carrie? Carrie?
Hi, Carrie.
Carry me a little farther.
That's what I was thinking over.
Yeah, Dr. Hook. If you don't know, you guys need to look it up on YouTube. Dr. Hook was one of the best bands back in the history of the world. But yeah, we're talking about so many crazy things as far as dreams, stocking up on foods and goods, so on and so forth. Like, I don't know. Things seem okay. Everybody is hoping 2022 is going to be a better year. It just has to be. But I think we should stock up on our food, our dried goods, our water, tablets to clean your water if it goes bad, etc. Because I don't know. I don't think it's going to get any better.
You know what's
it feels
funny
like
that
we're
what
on a
I
downward
see,
slope.
Tessa, when you said that? You know what I see when you say that, Tessa? And I did not want to say this, but this could be just a sign. This could be from the higher spirit in the higher room. But I'm being told to tell you, and I know people see this, and I hope to God, I'm going to pray that this doesn't happen. But with the way things are going, you better collect on your water. You better collect on your food. Stock up as much as you can, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Whew, okay, too much information. Number one, shut down. Okay, I didn't want to say that, but that's something that's been in my head for quite a while. Second thing, it's going to be too expensive to buy shit, and people are not going to be able to afford. So there's going to be more people homeless.
Well, okay, so a lot of grocery stores and stuff are putting these different pictures and stuff up because their shelves are bare and their shelves are empty. So they're putting up these pictures of things that should be there that aren't really there. So we need to stock up on things. Like for me at my store, everything seems good and okay and whatnot, but it's going to happen again. Like shit's going to hit the fan again. People are going to start bulk buying. And so it's a good time to start stocking up on water and rice and beans if you can handle them. I can. My husband can't, so I might live longer than him. Yeah, stock up on your different dried goods and different things you need, and little cleansing tablets for your water and different like candles, whatever else you need. Yeah, stock up.
You know what? Oh, you know what?
Blankets
I got
and goods.
a good one. I'm gonna make a smart. You know how everybody goes to the store and have those stick lighters? Well, hint, everybody. Why don't you get some readings by Chris matches? Because sooner or later you're gonna need them, because that's the only thing they're gonna have. Because back then, those box matches, they didn't have matches for a very long time. And you know what's funny? I've been told by different people, they're like, where the hell are you getting these matches? Because I haven't seen these in years. And I told people that I know that actually smoke, and they use it because they smoke out. Now, with other people, they're saving it because you never know when you're going to need it. Like, for hint, when you go camping, when you go to areas where you don't have no electricity,
when you
because
can't find
that's
your lighter and you need to light a bowl, guess what? I pulled out my Chris Garcia matches. And I do have a handful that I got from a store that, I saw that they had book matches out, and I'm like, I took a handful. I'm not going to feel bad because I'm going to need these pretty soon.
Yeah, because that's all we're going to have. Because all we're going to have is either lanterns, we're going to have candles, because I feel with electricity, we're not going to have electricity that much longer. With everything going on, I doubt it. And you know what's crazy?
See what happens. Some places have it and some places won't. It's going to be weird.
I wonder who's got reading by Chris matches. Michelle.
So, Carrie, Carrie, did you have anything else before we go to area code 662?
No, I appreciate you guys. I think that you hit just about everything I had questions on.
Yeah.
I definitely just want to say thank you, and definitely I think that 2022 is going to be quite a year for a lot of people. very eye-opening.
Yes.
Especially
I'm saying
for
break out your
people
shield and your sword. Let's go.
I know, right? I think we're in for a big
Thank y'all.
awakening. You're welcome, Carrie. Thank you for calling.
Love and light. Thank you so much for calling. It was so awesome to talk to you.
Much love to you and your baby. Congratulations.
Oh, yes.
Thank
what a
you,
bundle
guys.
of glory. Oh, man. You got to keep me posted, please.
Yeah, let me know how the baby is. You know, I was going to ask you before you hang up, when does the baby due?
The baby's due May the 2nd, but I'm not going to make it that long.
No.
They said
I don't feel
that
say
be
10th.
induced.
I'm sorry.
They said that I had gestational diabetes before, so I don't know that I've got it this time, but they said that the baby would be here at 38 or 39 weeks because they were going to induce me just due to other health factors.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I think 3rd or 4th week of April.
Yeah, all my kids had to be evicted. Don't feel bad about being induced. All my kids had to be induced. Like, I had to serve them an eviction notice and then, then serve the drugs to induce them to remove them from my utero. It's like, yeah, you gotta go. Sorry, kid, but yeah, you can't live here forever. I will die.
No,
but I just want to say congratulations. Yes. And you know what? I know the baby can hear me, so I want to say to the girl that's in your stomach, much love to you and protect your mama. I know you can hear us, and
you have beautiful
love and light too.
Wings.
Yep, exactly. Much love to the baby.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Love and light, sister.
You're welcome.
So our next caller is from area code 662. Who are we talking to? And thank you for being so patient.
Who are we talking to?
Kaneda.
Hi, Kaneda.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Oh.
How are y'all?
I know it's been just insane all night long, right?
Oh, we're doing good. But I feel like, I don't know. I just had a tug on my heartstrings. That's why I'm like, oh, I don't know. I feel like I have a sister on board, Kaneda. What's up, sister?
So how can I help you? So how can I help you today?
I don't really know. This is my first time calling in. I'm just kind of need a little bit of clarity, maybe. Kind of. My mom has been gone for several years, and
you know what's weird is that you're talking, and the first thing I feel like you need some validation because you're thinking of like you feel lost and you need some guidance. It's kind of like I almost want to say, why do I feel like I need to move? Why do I feel like I need to restart? Why do I feel like I need to start fresh? It's kind of like that feeling where I just feel like I want to start off. Okay, that was weird. You're telling me why do I want to start off a year with a bang?
She lost her best friend. She lost the person that she used to talk to before, and now she needs to air it to someone new. Can you help her along the way?
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm going through a divorce that is final Wednesday. So
yeah.
I want to say I'm sorry, but I also want to say congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
But you know what I see that is that hopefully that resonates with what I told you to, because I feel like you need to let go. And I think with all the memories of where you're staying at, I feel like it kind of like, don't let it consume you. I wouldn't say like you have to move, but I feel like you just feel like you left your better half left you. But I feel like you could do better. And
I feel like you feel like your better half left you, but you were the better half. That's how I feel.
Yeah, and I feel like everything just needs to change. And I think there's like a cycle of you just need to have something different in your life. And I feel like the time is now. It's never too late to change. Don't feel like a burden, and you can do better, girl. You can do a lot better, and there's somebody out there for everyone. And I think with everyone, and I can actually admit that to even to myself, the thing is being a human, and I'm not talking about being a psychic, who I am, because I am a psychic medium, but But outside of being gifted, this is one thing that might resonate with everyone. Sometimes we feel like I feel like we just limit ourselves. And as being a human being, it's kind of like we feel like we're not good enough, or we feel like every time that somebody comes close to us, we tend to scare them or we push them away because we're different. And with my extension relationship, they just don't work for me for some reason. I guess maybe because my gifts are interfering, because I guess they're insecure, because they don't want me to call their fucking asses out, which I feel that very strongly. Number two is kind of like, I do feel that even though that people that are gifted, we're entitled to have happiness.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say that. We're entitled to just have happiness. The only thing is that if you're the psychic guy,
that kind of resonates a lot, because it
yeah,
past year has been being told that I was selfish for choosing happiness, but
yeah, how dare
choosing
you?
happiness.
How dare you choose happiness over me?
Yeah.
Wow. So it resonates with you, doesn't it resonate with you?
It just it took a lot for me to walk away, but the moment I did, I felt like a choker was taken off my neck. But the marriage kind of started right when my mom died. So
that's not a good time.
The past 8 years have kind of been a whirlwind, and the past year has been kind of a lot of eye openers, a lot of going home. That's what, the beginning of last year, I just thought, I need to go home. I don't know where home is. I don't know.
I just need to go
what
home
means right now.
Oh my God, I've been there
I just need
before.
to go.
You know what's funny? When you say home, you know what? I'm sorry. When you say home,
back at home.
I feel like when you say home, you know what comes to me? And I can picture everybody agrees with that. You know what home is? We're home right now in reality. But you know where home is? Look up. Look up and you know where home's at. That's where our home is. When we return to our Lord and Savior, that is our home. But for right now, our temporary home, temporary life, everything is not permanent.
Yeah, for
It's
me,
only
my home is
temporary.
where my children are, and I don't know, my church is in the world around me, or the forest, or wherever the heck I'm at. I don't have to go to church to feel like I'm accepted.
Yeah.
I can find my God wherever I go,
Yeah. God is everywhere.
Right.
That's what people don't. And it's sad because when I look at, with everybody throughout the whole show, I feel like a lot of us, I feel like we're just tired and we're just drained.
Yeah, it's wearing us down.
For people
but we can do it.
But we can get through this tough time, because we've been through Desert Storm, we've been through 9/11, we've been through, we've been through a lot as America. We've been through a lot.
Especially in the early days. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we've been through
then?
shit. And
things are really hard now,
God.
but imagine back then. Holy shit.
Yeah, because back then, you know what they used to say, and I don't know if your parents were alive, Tessa, but you know what I heard when my grandma was alive? 25 cents would get you a lot of shit. 50 cents would get you a lot of stuff. 10 cents would get you like a gallon of milk. And I'm like, looking at it now, I'm like, that's not in our time. That's not in our time.
But yes, we are in different times, and we have gone through, we talk about, we've had 2 depressions. No, we've had way more than that as far as depressions. We've had so many major hardcore things. I didn't even realize it till this last week when I was reading who killed FDR, who killed Elvis, who killed Diana. In FDR, I relearned a lot of stuff in history class when I fell asleep a lot of times, because it was my first period class and I just couldn't help it because I'm a night owl. But it's crazy all the things we've been through, but the things that we're going to go through, these are things that are unprecedented. These are things that we've never ever in the history of us have had to deal with before. Talk about toilet paper forts. Now we're moving on to bigger and better things as far as what we really need to conserve. And so we really need to be proactive in water and dried goods and rice and other things that we can sustain ourselves on. The shit is really going to hit the fan. It's not going to be easy. It's been hard a few times for us, but the hard that we saw is not the hard that is going to happen. It's going to be way worse. It's going to be cataclysmic.
Okay, this is what's so weird. I don't know why I'm going through this, but as I'm doing the show, I'm looking through YouTube to see what stands out, and I'm going to tell you what's funny. This is for everyone. I got a message there's this video that stands out, and it says, how to tell when someone is doing witchcraft voodoo on you. Okay, that's one message I got for someone. The other one is awakening your higher mind, cleanse the aura of negative energies. That's the second message I got. The third one is Native American music to help you sleep.
I love music.
Okay, then I got another message. Listen to this one. You're going to love this one, Tessa. I got a message from Miss Magia, and it's called Let Them Go. And that's for everybody that has a boyfriend, everyone that's trying to get someone back. Let it go. Let it go.
Mother, father, sister, brother, whoever is refusing to be back in your life, there's nothing you can do to bring them back. You just need to live your own life and live it good. And people are attracted to happiness. Once you're happy and once they see that you're happy, they're going to be attracted to you again.
Yep, so those are the messages I got for everyone.
Go ahead, sorry.
What were you going to say? Who was talking? I know I heard somebody talking, saying my name. Who was talking?
I'm just listening. I said that makes a lot of sense. Like, I oftentimes wonder, because like I said, coming home, like I actually came to my childhood home.
That's why you make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back my family and the family that I was so distant from for years. And I just, I wonder a lot of times, what my mom would say, or because the night that she passed, I left the house and I've regretted leaving because I left my sister. And I don't know. I sometimes wonder, if I'm...
Well, don't regret doing that. My sister Helen did that too, and I was with her, and I was like, no, we need to go back. And she's like, no, I can't be in there right now. Sometimes the energy that happens when somebody passes is so great, you can't encompass that, so you have to walk away from it. Doesn't mean that you thought any less of it or you cared any less. It just means you could not encumber that amount of energy at that time. And that's what happened with my sister Helen, and then my husband mistook it I needed to leave, and I was like, no, I wanted to go back in there and be with her. But yeah, so we left, and I was like, no, what are you doing? You need to turn back around. I don't want to go home. I need to be back there. And I don't know, it's just very intriguing when power is released, the certain amount of things that are let go. Is there anything else that we needed to touch on? Because we do have Mr. Brave Sir Robin holding patiently on the line for us afterwards. But, holy shnikes. There's a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff with everybody, and I just want to say, before we go to Sir Robin, I'm glad that y'all listen to the show for Carrie, Michelle, and everyone. I love you guys. And just know that I love the support. But just know that no matter what you go through, you all will get through your hard times. It's just that you got to listen to your gut. You got to trust yourself. Mainly, don't second guess yourself. You might be influenced by other people that might tell you, don't listen to this, don't listen to that. But
listen
just know
to your
that
gut.
you know that you have your own state of mind. And it's always good to get validation. But, if you want to compare with what other people say, it's okay. But just know that you have the ability to trust in your own self. That's why God made you with these gifts. So just like I said, you can do this. Every single one of you, even to the people that are listening to the show, you can make that choice. It's really up to you. And it's funny because...
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Kaneda.
I'm so bad at names. I just had to ask again. Like, one more time. I can get it.
Yeah. So just know that all of you are powerful beings, and just because you're all of my friends, I love you, all of you, including Tessa. We all can make that change, and maybe one day we can come together and maybe make a big change. It's gotta be you that's gotta start. It's gotta start with you.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm just one person. What can I do? You can do a lot, but with Kaneda, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I was there where she was. My dad, he did abandon me at an early age, but he really was my best friend. Like, out of all the people I knew in my life, other than my mother, who passed when I was 5, almost 6, my dad was a very amazing person, very intelligent, very smart, and very different, a mutant to the core. I've been weird all my life, and so, I don't know, I just learned a lot from him and all the different things that he could teach me, and it was so hard, like, when I lost him, like, I even found myself calling him, and then realizing, man, I can't call him anymore, because he's dead, he's not there anymore, all I'm gonna get is his voicemail, but it was just really hard to let him go, because he was, like, my best friend, like, as far as everybody else that I related to, that was a big person in my life, so I kind of feel like, I don't know, I can relate to where she's coming from, where she lost this individual that she could communicate with and share these ideals with, and now that connection is gone, and you kind of really feel lost at that point, and it is really hard to carry on, but you can do it, and you can learn from this and grow stronger, but still, it's just so difficult at first to get your footing again and move on from that.
I think I blame myself a lot. I'm a nurse, and I should have realized her symptoms, and I didn't. So
you just gotta trust yourself and not blame yourself anymore.
Yeah, don't blame yourself either. Yeah, it's not your fault. There's nothing you could have done to make it any better, but you can go from this point and make it better from here. You know what I mean? It's not that you were neglecting or anything like that. You, like you said, I knew different things. I could have said what was going on, but sometimes it doesn't show itself until in the very end it rears its ugly head, and there it is. There's nothing you could have done. It's not your fault. Things were supposed to happen the way they were supposed to happen, and perhaps it was to draw you guys closer together, as far as family, your siblings, other people. No, you have to adapt and overcome from this and grow stronger, not weaker. And don't blame yourself. There's nothing you could have done to fix it.
Yeah, that's very true. And it's and you know what I was going to say? I don't know where this is coming from, but I got a headache from someone. I feel like someone is maybe really stressed and has a lot of anxiety. Whoever this is, you need to release that energy, because I can feel it empathically. I feel like you have a burden on you, whoever I'm picking up on with this headache, because it feels like it's a bad headache. It's almost like I'm feeling like a 10. That's how bad it hurts. So I'm picking it up empathically. So I feel like whoever this resonates to, you need to let go of that energy and release it, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure in the mind, and your mind is just keep going and it doesn't stop. So like I said, don't feel that it's your fault, because you did what you can, and that's all you can do, and move forward, and just know that there is something on the other side of that tunnel. So okay. So whoever that relates to, please let me know.
That actually kind of relates with me, right? With my mom and my uncle passed several months ago, and I tried to get him to go to the hospital, but he wouldn't. And then that next morning, he was gone. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I feel like you didn't do your job, but you know what? You tried.
You told them you can't. Okay, so you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Really.
Yeah, so just know that. But just know that you're going to get through it, so don't feel so guilty like you didn't try, because you did. It's just that he didn't want to, so that's nothing you can do.
Had you kept it to yourself and you didn't share it because you were afraid of people to say anything, that you stated your case, you let him know, and he made his own decision. I'm pretty sure he was ready to go. A lot of people like that. They're like, I'm just done. I'm ready to go. And yeah, you can't blame yourself for that.
Yeah, you can't, and some of us will always deal with that guilty, when what
I blame
we have
myself
done.
for my mother's death for many years because I got in trouble and I wish she was dead. And as soon as I said it, I was like, no, I don't mean it. But I just felt like something happened at that point when I said it. So it really freaked me out. And I was only 5, almost 6 years old at that point.
Wow.
And so I lived with that guilt for a long time. And then I found out a lot of different factors that went along with the timeline, and I realized it wasn't my fault. Yes, I did say that. Yes, I did feel like how it stunted the universe around me. Like I felt that boom sort of thing going on, and then other things happened afterwards, but it wasn't just me. It was a lot of different factors going on.
Yeah,
we make our own bed, and we live our own lives.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes we all have this guilt too, like what could we have done that maybe would keep my loved one alive, but don't ever blame you and don't ever blame yourself. Oh, I was a bad daughter, I was a bad son. Don't ever think that, because that is the evil getting in your mind, and that's what it does best. It manipulates your mind. It puts shit that's not really real, and you know that's not real, because you know why? Because really, no matter if the person passes away, like Tessa, you don't blame yourself because of your mom. But this is one thing you will always remember.
No, and I did for a long time, but then I realized it wasn't me. It wasn't me that
I know,
did it.
and that's and one thing is that what I was told is that no matter how far they are, they can always hear you, and there's no that unconditional love. It's a very, very, very strong bond, and nothing can ever take that bond from family, kids, from their, their mothers, and their, just know that your love for your loved ones on the other side are unconditional. So don't ever feel like it's your fault, and that applies to every. Yes, and it's hard. Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Kaneda, was there anything else that we needed to touch on before we let you go? Because we do have Brave Sir Robin on the line as well, and we have about 20 minutes left.
Okay, I don't think so. I think y'all helped me tonight.
You're welcome, and blessed be, and know that we send lots of love and prayers to you, light and love to you.
Love and light, and I hope to see you on Facebook or Instagram or somewhere, hopefully, so I can get to know you better.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, nighty-night, love and light, sister.
God bless you. Wow, I'm saying this has been an interesting show throughout the whole night. It's been just relationships. It's everything, a mixture of everything, and I'm
so grateful to meet these different individuals. Miss Carrie, Miss Kaneda, and Michelle, and oh my gosh, so many different people that we've met this evening. But we do have Mr. Brave Sir Robin on the line. Sir Robin, did you have a question for Mr. Psychic Chris Garcia this evening?
Yeah, I have. I have 2 questions, but I think one is first. I need a validation for something.
Okay.
So I've been cosplaying since 2013, and cosplaying is costume play put together.
Oh yes.
So I'm not going to say their last name, but the first one's Jessica, and the last one's Holly, and they first met in school and a long time ago. So I can't remember which year. When they were kids, and they've been cosplaying since then, but now they've been took a step back from doing it. And so I met Jessica in 2015 at a convention, and then now her then I met Holly in Seattle. It's like this was just like too good to be true. In Seattle, and because she moved here, and I met her in October in Expo, and I was just wondering if I was met her to if I was meant to if I had to meet her on purpose.
I feel like there's no such thing as coincidences. I believe in everything. Everyone in the chat, I mean, not in chat, but in tonight's show, like Michelle, she's a good example of that. From my experiences, I don't believe in any coincidences with anyone that you meet. Sometimes I've known that since I've been blessed, and I thank God for that, of course, my guides, and I feel like everyone that I've met is meant to be my friend. There's in the past that I've had way before I met Michelle and others that I met, they were just in, and then they were supposed to leave. I was supposed to learn a lesson. Now, with that being said, I feel like you were meant to. Yeah, and I feel like with you, I feel like you were supposed to meet her, but I feel like you haven't processed that lesson or something that you're supposed to learn from this. It's almost like there's some personal feelings there. I'm getting like this very strong sense of like, did I make the right decision with even talking to her? Is everything the way it's supposed to be, or is there something that I can do that's different? Well, with that being said, I feel no matter what you do, the outcome still would have happened. So, Robin, no matter what you did or whatever the case may be with, the question that you're asking, it wasn't have changed the outcome. But I do feel that you were meant to meet her. It's just a problem of why and how come.
Yeah, because I was thinking about asking to mentor me and to further my cosplay, but I just don't know how to go about it.
I would say just ask them straightforward, or just say,
you have
do you
to
do
inject
cheating?
yourself. You can't just sit aside on the sidelines and be like, maybe they'll pick me. You have to inject yourself into the situation. Wherever you see different individuals that are kind of meeting your guidelines as far as spirit friends or whatever else, where you can kind of connect with their character or whatnot, that'd be cool. But you can't just sit there and wait for somebody to pick you. If you do that, you could be sitting there forever because life is so busy and crazy. It's really insane.
Yeah, and you gotta you gotta put that effort into everything that you do, because I think if you expect them to find you out of 1,000 people, like say for instance, you have 1,000 people, if you don't show that you're interested, they're not gonna pick you. They're gonna pick who they feel like needs help. But if you show them that, hey, what can you teach me? Can you mentor me? Then they know that you want to learn. And don't be shy to ask.
But I feel like your own energy, once somebody cracks that top open, you're going to be pinging and ponging all over the place.
Yeah, so I feel like you can
I think that once you do it, you're probably going to be like, why didn't I do this a lot sooner?
Yeah, because you're so freed and so happy. You're just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, should have done it sooner. I agree.
So I would say
probably going to be totally cool about it.
Yeah, you just got to be honest and just be very straightforward. But I do feel that if you tell her how you feel and tell her that what you want to learn, I don't feel like you'll have a problem.
Okay.
It's just dedicated, Robin. Because you know what I feel with you is that you're very shy, but I feel that you need to overcome that shyness, dude. Seriously.
So my second question is that I would like to start a cosplay talk show because I got inspiration from
I actually have a radio platform you could do that from for free.
Yeah.
So, because yesterday I went to a convention and I went to a panel called Cos Talk Live, which gave me inspiration to do that. So I want to do the same kind of thing. So my question is, how do you see that taking off in a couple of months?
I see that would be perfect. That's what I see. I see it going well, but
you just do with it. If you run with it and you do your best to do it, it's going to be fucking awesome. But if you just, like,
Yeah.
do it and expect something to happen, nothing's going to happen. So you have to project your own energy and put your own energy into it. It's got to be your own individual, like, success story. It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it, because you're, like, wrestler, all these other things combined. All that energy is going to be amazing.
Yeah, make it your own. Make it your own, and just talk about whatever you want, because it's going to be your show. You can talk about whatever, and bringing something different to the table. I think it would be good, Sir Robin. I think you would be perfect at it, because you're multiple tasks and you have a lot of different talents.
Be confident.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what's funny that Tessa's saying that? Because listen to this shit. I always wanted a StreamYard. Okay? I'm just going to use me as an example.
I just paid $10 for one. You can use mine.
And the thing is that it took me all the way till 2021 to use that damn StreamYard. I could have done it back then, but you know what? It was the timing, and I wasn't ready, because I was going through a change of, you know, where I'm going with the shit. Tessa knew what I went through, but I'm not going into the past. But I feel that if I would have went to StreamYard, I think it could have changed my outcome of what happened in the past. But I felt like I was stubborn, and I'm not gonna admit that I was stubborn. I could have went out
stubborn. You're
and
just
got myself.
hard-headed.
Yes. Oh my God! Don't even go there. I am the most hard-headed psychic you come across when it comes to me, and you tell me shit. I'll be like, you know what? I got to see it to believe it. That's how I was back then. Now it's kind of like I'm more open, and I'm like receptive to what people got to tell me. But if you would have met me years ago, I'll be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But now it's like, Chris, you need to leave. This is not good for you. And I'll be like, okay, that's exactly what I do. But back then, no. But now it's kind of like you just got to believe in yourself, because I do feel that knowing that you don't have no drama or anything in your life, so Robin, I feel like nothing's stopping you. You have the potential to do whatever you want, and it's like right in front of you, and the signs are there. It's just that you gotta take that step and do whatever you want. And if people don't like it, then I'm gonna tell you, Sir Robin, what they gotta say. If they don't like what you talk about or your subjects, then they don't have to listen to it.
And everything happens for a reason, and everything happens in the time it's supposed to. You can pray and pray and pray for something. It may happen eventually, but it's not going to happen in the time you want it, because that's not the time that's meant to be. And then Miss Beth Allen in the chat room said, things have happened at the right time, Chris. And they do. Everything happens at the right time, and everything happens for a reason. Like, no matter how good or bad it is. My mom dying, that was a bad experience, but it happened for a good reason. Had I stayed in that stasis, I would be a really fucked up individual right now. I don't know. Me and my mom are still trying to go through our process. We're still working on it in the spiritual realm, going back and forth. Forgave her.
You know what?
I'm not. Now I'm angry again, and she's like trying to plead to me again. I'm like, no, Mom, I don't want to hear your shit right now. There's no excuse. I'll get to you in a little bit. But yeah, things happen in the time they're supposed to.
And I just want to say for Beth, it's like, you know what, with Beth, she's a good friend, and it's just weird that you say that, because Beth has gone through the same shit that I went through, which I'm not going to discuss, but it's funny how we're in total different paths, but we all connected. And I do feel that everyone that, okay, that was weird. Can I say that? Okay, they're telling me yes. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Listen to this, Tessa. Listen to this. I had to get rid of the garbage to have more positive enlightenment in my life. I had to get rid of all that garbage, bullshit, BS, to have positive people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So,
yeah.
I bet you Beth is laughing. Beth is laughing when I said that shit. But like I said, it's just, you got to get rid of old memories. You got to get rid of old patterns.
It builds like a certain film or baggage or whatever over your eyes. Like, I remember when I first met you, and I was like, I don't know. Like, how do I know if he's, like, actually a psychic? How do I know he's a good guy? And he's like, well, just ask him for a reading. I'm like, oh, wow, well, that makes sense. So then I did, and I'm like, yeah, how about next weekend? Or what sounds good? I have these dates. And we set a date, and ever since then, I don't know, we've just grown so close, and you're like my little big brother. And I don't know, like, I think we help each other excel. I don't know. I feel like when we're together, it does cause certain tech issues, but at the same time, I think we get better readings. I don't know. It's weird to me.
But I do feel like Coach Robin, I do feel that you can start your own platform, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I do feel that you have a lot of potential. I mean, a lot of people might find it different, but different is good. Different is change. Something, and you know what? You might bring something different, and you never know. Those possibilities might open other doors for you. You don't know unless if you try.
Never know.
All right.
I like that. You know what? I'm going to tell you what's crazy. Ever since I've talked like that, I got Tessa talking like that. Lately, I've noticed this, and I know she's going to laugh.
Mr. Robin Williams.
I've gotten Michelle talking like that. Sometimes where I'll talk to her, and I'll be like, hi, Michelle. And then she's like, hi, Chris. And I'm like, oh, my God. I'm just like, this is just too much. It's just too much.
Reflecting and reflecting.
But I know that we have a different good pattern. I do feel that we all have good relationship. Because, and it's good because I do feel like we all go through these cycles, and I feel like everyone has a different impact on me. Everyone got different influences. Everyone got different point of views. And you know what? I love you all for the way you are. Don't let anyone change you. Don't let anyone change your judgment of what you want in life. If you want it, strive for it. It's not going to be given to you. You got to work and meet God halfway. And just know that all of you have the potential just like I do. You don't have to do the same stuff I do. You don't have to. Everybody's got a different path. And that's one thing about psychics and mediums. We all do different work. We don't have to do the same type of work on being on broadcasting.
Different gifts.
Yeah. So just use them in the best way you can. If you're good with missing people, go find missing people. If you want to do paranormal,
work together and quit judging.
I know, right? Oh my God, that's a whole nother subject. Don't even go there, Tess.
Don't tell me about a Foucault.
And I got a big message for the paranormal field. Oh my God, here's the big one. Number one, stop being competitive with each other. Love each other as God would love you. Number one, that's number one. Number two, stop having... Okay, you know what? Chris has a new car, so I got to have a new car. Don't compete. Work together as a paranormal united nation. I can't believe I just said that, but that just came out of my mouth. And number three, be happy for each other. If somebody says, you know what, Chris, guess what? I'm gonna have an interview with working at a job. Good for you. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is read between the lines. If you're going to say that you are happy for someone, don't say it because you fucking have to. Say it because you mean it.
Yeah.
Don't have envy towards that person no matter what opportunity.
You mean what you say.
Exactly. Thank you, Jesus. As Medea would say, hallelujah. I had to go there with Medea, hallelujah. But I would just say that just work together, people. We all need to work together because eventually...
Like, this is a time when all of us are being torn down in so many different arenas, so many different factions. Let's help each other out, build each other up. Don't be a sucker. I'm not saying that, but definitely we need to help each other out. And this time, it does seem like hell on earth. So instead of cutting each other down. We need to build each other up. And I think we can do it. What do you think? I think we can do it.
I feel like we can. And you know what?
It.
We just proved it because we did a good team. Tesla. So just know that everybody. And I was going to tell you, and I don't know why, but I have a feeling that Michelle is biting her tongue tonight. I feel like she has a message for everyone. So, Michelle, I'm going to let you say what you got to say because I feel like you have something to say to the people that are out there that have gifts and for the people that, with competitiveness or whatever.
Seconds.
So, say something. What do you got to say, Michelle?
Honestly, I just want to say that I'm thankful for everybody that has come in tonight because it was interesting just listening to everyone's stories. And I think that what Chris said is important, that we support each other instead of tearing everyone down and making them feel small because they're happy. Mm-hmm. And, to have that support system is always a positive thing. And we are the light bringers, when there's darkness. And we have to continue that work because our work is important. So If we work together, we can make it different.
We can make that difference. Very well said. But
it is the end of the evening, so Chris, can you tell people how to get a hold of you if they need their very own psychic reading from Psychic Chris Garcia?
They can reach me at Chris Psychic Garcia on Facebook or reach me at my cell phone 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470 or email Garcia187bluelove@gmail.com. And I just want to say I love Michelle, Beth, and everybody, including Tessa, and whoever was listening to the show. Much love and light to you. Be safe, be smart, and trust yourselves.
Indeed. I was trying to rhyme with that, and it was not very eloquent. I was like, make sure it's a fart and not a shart. But yes, thank you so much once again, Chris Garcia, for being my extra special guest this evening. I always love spending time with you. It's such a pleasure.
Always my pleasure is mine, Tessa, all the time.
And thank you to all of our friends on We Are Paradox Media's KPNL Radio, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio, and wherever else beyond the Omniverse you're listening tonight. I had a wonderful time, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow night. Oh my gosh, I've been drying out my eyeballs and plugging my head for this, reading all these books. Who Murdered Elvis? Who Murdered FDR? Who Murdered Diana? By author Stephen B. Eubank. It's sure to be an interesting time, for sure. Don't forget, you guys, we are all in this together. Together we can make the world a little better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there is no us. Night-night, live in light, and hope to see you back here tomorrow night.